Alrighty now. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. This is Rat Radio, and you may be listening in the morning, the afternoon, the evening, perhaps listening on the podcast. Chances are you're not listening today on Wednesday, March 2nd, 2016, because this is the No One's Listening show. It's great to have you out here today, everybody. We've got a fantastic panel tonight. Let's go around the horn here to the right. We got everyone's number one choice, The Voice. Anna.
Hi, guys.
See what I mean?
Good intro. I like that.
To her right, Griff, if it's an if it's Griff, on the day of Dr. Seuss's birth diff.
All right.
That didn't really rhyme that well. How you doing, Griff, man? Good to see you. Rafa, number one engineer, handing over the host duties to me today. Rafa, thank you very much, man.
I told her that we can't both wear the pants, and that's why I wear shorts all day.
Oh, my God. Well, I guess I should have worn something. To Rafa's right, we have a new panel member, Key Biscayner, Will Earl. How you doing, Will?
Great, Manny. Thanks for inviting me out. Looking forward to my first show.
Well, Will, I'm glad I've invited you out about 1,000 times, so I'm happy that you're finally able to make it.
I gotta say yes once, right?
Hi,
Yeah,
Will.
exactly.
Welcome, Will.
Thank you.
And then to Will's right, we're actually making history tonight, I think. Right, guys? Because we have the youngest panel member ever. My man, Mati Rianda, 12 years old, making his debut on Rat Radio. How you doing, Mati?
Good. It's good to be here.
All
Hey,
right.
Mati. It's good to have you here, man.
Hey, take it easy on those lemonades. All right. Well, listen, we're going to start off tonight with our regular segment. What are you listening to? I'll go ahead and start. In honor of the Stones announcing their free concert in Cuba later this month. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah.
But the Stones are playing a free concert in Cuba at the end of the month, just after Obama's there. And in honor of that, I'd like to ask you to tune into one of my favorite Stones tunes, "Loving Cup." It's off of Exile on Main Street, Exile on Main Street, and "Loving Cup" in this particular version with Jack White, which was the live version. Rafa, hopefully you can find it and post it from the Shine Your Light, Martin Scorsese film on the Stones. So check that one out. Jack White and the Stones doing "Loving Cup."
Nice.
Has anyone here seen Jack White in concert?
No.
I've heard the best things. I've never either. I wish. But hopefully one day we can all go together. Because he sounds amazing in concert.
Well, who else? What do you got?
You know what I got.
Bowie!
You know what I got.
Bring your Bowie, Rafa. Bring your Bowie.
Bowie.
So, this is one of the odd weeks, so it's David Bowie week, and I had two songs here, but I'm going to recommend one that I really, really like. It's the last song on Ziggy Stardust. It's called "Rock and Roll Suicide," and it's about a guy who gives it his all, and he's got nothing left to give at the end of it. Highly recommended.
Rock and Roll Suicide.
Rafa plays it on piano. Quite well.
And the guitar. And
Oh.
I sing at karaoke sometimes.
All right. What do you got, Willie? You got anything you've been listening to?
Funny you mentioned the Stones because Beat just called me today and said, "Let's go to Cuba by boat and watch the Stones
I'm
play."
in, 100%.
So it is a free show.
In fact,
I
I was going to say I'll pick up the tickets,
Out.
the show tickets. I'll pick those up,
Yeah, exactly.
and I'll be the guide. I'll be
get the
your
tickets.
translator.
You get the boat gas.
All right. Oh. We better leave now on Beak's boat.
I listen to. I've got the Spotify, right? So Discover Weekly is what I've been just rolling through, seeing what's new.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
I'm a country guy, so I listen to country every now and then.
Sounds good.
Nice.
How about you, Matti? Listen to anything?
Yeah, I had this one song. I came up really weirdly. We were playing FIFA, and he told me to put on music, my friend, and he actually told me about this song, so I actually listened to it, and it's really good. It's This Could Be Us, Ray Sremmurd, and it's the remix by Armand Sekin. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Cool.
It's pretty cool.
What kind of music is it?
It's like hip-hop, but it's like trap music, so it's like they remixed it, so it's like it has a drop, and it's pretty cool.
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 All right. Good one, Matti.
Mine is a band that I don't really know them. It's called Dumbo Gets Mad. The song is Losing It. I've been listening to it all afternoon while I lost it. That joke. This is from the 2015 album, Thank You, Neil. And I just looked them up so I could tell you guys about it. And it's cooler than I thought. They're a psych rock duo project from Italy. And they moved to LA in 2010 and started playing this music. I would have never known they were from Italy.
Are the songs in English or in Italian?
No, they're in English. I would have never known that they were from Italy, but I looked it up and that's what came up. So I think it's really cool. I'm driving around the key listening to music vibe. So I think everyone here will like it.
Cool.
Nice. I was hanging out with some friends from Ecuador last week, and actually I put on Manu Chao, Welcome to Tijuana. Great song, and actually heard some of his songs. It's just great going back to older songs from 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
That's what I listened to this week.
Nice.
All right, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. So let's go right into our next segment, Weekend Talk. Rafa, we gonna segue into that, or are we just gonna got any little melodica?
No, you threw me off with that because usually we do a weekend first, and
play us a song.
I'll play it for the next segment.
I threw you off last time too.
Yeah.
Last time I was hosting. Give me a little Weekend Talk music, man.
Yeah.
Rafa's adapting.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, who's got something for the weekend?
We hung out. I picked up Rafa at 5:30 on Friday, and we were going to go pick up his keys at Chao Cole's. I don't know if you've done that yet. We ended up not going.
I did it, yeah.
Oh, okay. But we passed by Andy's cottage just to say hello and ended up there until 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah,
it was an impromptu. It was nice. It was good. And some friends went out there. Saturday, I went to Soho House for this oyster and rosé thing. And I went alone. No one wanted to go with me. And I made friends and I had the best time and hung out with them till I ran into these guys late night. Pretty toasty. It was nice.
Wasn't it some kind of superstar chef over there?
It was. It was South Beach Food and Wine Festival's a chef called Katie Lee. She's on TV. I don't know, whatever. She looks perfect in person. Clearly, she's a TV person. She was married to Billy Joel, tied into radio. She was married to Billy Joel for many years.
Cool.
And she looks like my age. I don't even know. She looks amazing. And it was so fun. I got really, really tipsy and met some people from New York, and they live here now. And it was fun. It was cool.
New York people at Soho House?
New York people that have only lived in Miami for 2 years, so they're kind of they have no clue, what the hell this is, So it's funny seeing their perspective on things. But I vibed with them, had a great time.
Cool.
Yeah. And Sunday, I don't know. I don't remember. Did I hang out with you guys? Oh, no, I chilled with my mom.
Oh, that was pretty much my weekend of Friday. But Thursday, I went to Gramps for Grampsioki.
I was there.
Actually, Anna came with me. And I sang
Grampsioki?
Well, that's what I call it, but it's just karaoke
awesome.
at Gramps.
What's a torquey name?
And I sang 2 songs. And then I went to Chao Cole's to see a band called I wrote this down. Sophia. And it was the first time I play it's the first time they all play together, but they've got an EP out. It's the girl writes all the music and she's the front person of the band. And then so they were really good. It was kind of like a jazzy, I want to call it jazzy, but contemporary. And so when I was there, first of all, I walk in and Battle's there, and I tell him I was at Gramps doing karaoke, and he asked me, how many Smiths songs did you sing? And I was like, how did you know I sang the Smiths? And then he imitated me singing like Morrissey. And then the other thing is that the band that I recommended last week, Blue Jay, it's a Miami band that I saw at Grassroots, was in the bar when I walked in, so that was cool too. It was like, oh shit, look, there they are, And it was the day after I had recommended them on the thing, so that was cool.
Did you meet them? Talk to them?
No, I was going to, and they left before I got to walk up and say something. So that was that was it for the.
How were they at Grassroots? I didn't see them there.
The what? Grassroots?
Blue Jay, yeah.
Yeah, I liked him a lot. I mean, that's why I recommended him. The guy looks like he's like really androgynous. I think he might be gay.
Was that the one you mentioned that you like? That was your top end. I know you mentioned.
Yeah. That was the top show.
Yeah.
But in the end,
In
that
the
was
tent?
like my
Were they in the
favorite one.
tent?
Huh? No,
Tent or
they were
mixed?
in the Zen
Zen
one.
garden.
Oh, wow.
The Zen, the one closest
Yeah.
to the bathroom,
Mhm.
where I seem to see all the best bands in that
Jude
one.
played there
Yeah.
too.
It's a 3-piece and some acoustic, and it's really cool. I really liked it.
Were they all hanging out, all three of them? Or-
Yeah.
Oh no way.
I think they knew the other band, the band that was playing, and
Yeah.
so they all came to support.
Cool.
But I really liked it.
Cool.
How about you, Monty? What'd you do this weekend?
Well, this weekend, on Friday, I went and I watched the playoff games. My team lost,
For
unfortunately.
basketball?
Yeah, for basketball. I couldn't do anything about it. I was just watching from the sidelines. My ankle's broken. Yeah, but that night I went and I slept over at my friend Diego's house. And then the next day I hung out there a little. The funny thing was that Bachi, this kid that we were with before, he showed up at Diego's house at like 8 in the morning because he was going to sleep over, and he woke us up and he was like, guys, I'm in the lobby. So he came up and we started playing video games. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
What about Saturday night?
Wait. I got a
Yeah.
question. So when we used to have sleepovers, I guess when it was just a one-on-one sleepover, it wouldn't get too ridiculous. But like if it was more than one other person, people would mess with each other. Does that still happen? Do you guys mess with each other at night?
Like
It's so
play
annoying.
pranks or something like that?
Oh, it's like put shampoo on the pillow and stuff like that. It's like, get out of here, dude. I'm trying to sleep, and
That
you
was
put your
awesome. I used to
ear
do
right
that.
into like some shampoo.
Rafa should have not had sleepovers.
That if that was shampoo was your worst one.
I'm just saying.
I mean, these ones, like, I guess they mature like people over time.
You guys evolved.
They got even worse than shampoo on a pillow. I mean,
that was just one thing that
What's
happened,
what's one that you guys have done?
only one would be like maybe. I mean, one time it was like 8 people in one house,
oh,
and they
that gets insane.
and one person just woke up in the middle of the night, and he put honey in this kid's hair.
Oh no.
That's pretty rough.
That's
so
not
rough.
cool.
Yeah, because
To
then
get that out.
Everybody laughs at that one person, and he gets screwed. He's got honey all over his hair. He hates
Yeah.
life.
if you get
He
a
thinks
drop
all
of
his
honey on
friends
your
hate him.
finger, it I've got to wash my hands till.
Yeah.
Glad to hear the Key Rats are still alive.
Yeah,
How
but
about
that's
Saturday night, Mati?
Saturday night I had a party. It was not really a party. Oh yeah, it was my friend's birthday, Javi's birthday, and we did it at my friend's Juan's house on Island Drive. And nothing much really happened. His dad cooked up some steak, and we had music there.
Was there a DJ?
No,
How do you guys figure the music out? Those things.
everybody just either like in the beginning, everybody just puts a song, but then like everybody wants to play their own music, except for when everybody else comes, they get distracted, and then the two people, usually same people, usually it's Luisi who does it. He's like really good at DJing, and he just plays all the music, and his music's pretty nice. Everybody seems to like it.
You guys are dancing and stuff, or
Yeah, we're dancing, but it depends, cause like I've always hung out with the 7th graders because like I hung out with the grade above me because I met up with them one time and then we just started hanging out. But I hang out with my grade too. But it's weird because when I go to both their parties, they dance to different stuff.
Ah.
Like
Interesting.
the 7th graders only dance to Spanish music, merengue. And like they all have this dance routine that I had to learn. And
You
then,
learned it?
yeah, I learned it because
Cool.
that's all the girls know because they're all from Venezuela and they do.
This is great.
And like they put English music, I'm like, hey, want to dance? And they're like, no, I only dance to Spanish. And I'm like,
Put on some merengue.
all right.
Put
So
some booty
then,
music on.
I
yeah.
was gonna say that was the DJ from Part 96 at the party.
So 6th grade, they danced to everything, and like they danced, to everything. So
Ooh.
I'd be in trouble at these parties.
I got one more question, and this is just nobody's gonna care. But what games are you guys playing? Video games right now?
we play everything from FIFA, all sports games, to GTA.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
We have friends that steal the music too, Mati. One of them is in this studio, and everyone gets, depending. I'm looking at you, Jonathan. Come on,
I'm sorry.
You know it. You know it.
See what?
You steal control of the music sometimes,
Well, yeah, but that's completely okay
and then
because
it goes to like bossa nova and jazz, and we want to party.
yeah, you guys are listening to hip hop, and who wants to listen to that? My weekend actually started not that early, but it actually was a Friday. I actually got a new car. Pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
I've always been a small car, manual stick, and this time I got a truck. I feel American. So
America.
I got a new Chevy Colorado. Big fan. And Friday I did the same. Went to Andy's. Saturday I went to a barbecue and hung out. And then like at 3 a.m, some drunk woman showed up. And oh wait, it was Anna.
It was like midnight. Okay.
Sorry, midnight.
It was like midnight.
But yeah, that was my weekend. Just hung out Sunday at my house and just hung out. That was my weekend.
How about you, Willie?
So we can move stuff in the back of your truck if we need to.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know, I got the spray bed liner, so maybe.
I had a good weekend. Went up to, a little different, I guess. I went up to University of Michigan. My daughter, she went up to a soccer camp. So we did that flew up Friday. Hung out there. Got some cold weather in, 30 degrees, 15 degrees at night. And
Nice.
then Saturday did a camp with her. And
Is it a showcase kind of thing where they had
it's a
scouts there? And
college ID deal, and the school's looking at you.
they had other schools there as well?
No,
besides
just Michigan.
Just Michigan.
It's Michigan, so a bunch of girls in her age group, junior year of high school. And then they had other girls, younger girls, but the juniors are the ones they're looking at, and sophomores. And then flew to Jacksonville. She played a game, drove home to Key Biscayne, so
Nice.
I was logging the miles.
You know, as a kid, I always wished I could go to like one of those summer camps, those soccer camps up north, because they were always really good. And I always begged my mom, and it never happened. But yeah, that's cool. Sounds like a great plan.
It was good.
there's some cool camps here. There's some cool camps. Like there's this cool camp. It's actually like a boarding school called IMG Academy,
Oh wow.
and they do these camps that like for all sports, and like it's like some crazy number, like 80% of their like people who go there for school get drafted. It's really cool.
That's amazing.
Cool.
I have a quick question. I don't want you guys to get too into it, but the whole joke of like being a father and having a daughter and she's a teenager and all this stuff. I mean, is it like overblown or is it really like
Pretty bad.
is it really bad?
In what
In the dudes,
regards?
the dudes,
The guys?
Yeah.
Well,
There's no profanity on this show.
It's got its thing, huh?
I mean, my daughter who's in town right now, she's 20, and she was always kind of, she's into her school, and she wasn't so much into the social scene. So
You lucked out is basically what you're saying.
yeah. And so,
I'll give you a good line when you have a daughter. Just look at the guys walking through the door and just say, "She cries, you cry."
I like that.
You can use that. That's easy.
That's good.
I like
Alright.
that. That's good.
and so for the weekend, I didn't do anything. All I did all weekend was just wait for Monday. So I can go to the softball games and watch the softball finals and playoffs. So,
Hey.
you know what, Rafa, let's tee it up, baby. Let's go to Talk of the Town.
That's
Good
the last-
segue.
Let's go to Talk of the Town.
That's the last thing I would want.
Rafa's excited about it.
But that's the last thing I would worried about. Like I would worry about that. Like you go to Friday, last thing on my mind would be, oh, I'm just waiting for Monday.
He's blowing you up, Manny.
Right?
That's why I brought him. That's why I brought him. So you know what? It lived up to the hype, I think. Monday night was the softball finals. Just for the record, I'm retired. I don't play anymore after 18 seasons playing here on the Key, and I don't know how many before that. Griff, I'll take one of those, please. This flavor. And it was the Final Four. It was the Key Rats versus the Sons of Pitches, and the defending champs, who appropriately called the Champs. Yeah, that was the name of their team, the Champs, versus the Rat Radio team. Will was part of the Champs team. He was picked up this year, and so in the semis, the Key Rats took care of the Sons of Pitches. But the game everyone was really talking about and waiting to watch was the upset in the making. Rat Radio versus the Champs, which was also a rematch of last year's finals game.
Yeah.
So what happened? Well, I got there, and it was 12-2. Rat Radio was winning.
I was picked up off the waiver wire late in the season.
Okay.
So I think my teammates thought it was in the bag, and we were just on our way to the finals. And then Rat Radio jumped all over us.
First inning.
First inning.
Just
10. I think it was a 10-run inning, and they annihilated us, hitting the ball all over the place. Derek crushed the ball deep over the left fielder's head.
Twice.
And just opened up the can right there. And we never recovered from that first inning.
Yeah. And so what Rafa, I mean, the pit, what did you guys see from your end? These guys started imploding.
Well, so I don't know the pitcher's name. I think he's the captain also. George. Horrible sportsmanship.
Oh, I heard about this.
After that 10-0, I think it was 10-0 inning, or it might have been a 10-2 inning, he became very frustrated, and he takes it out on his team. And I mean, I'm not on your team, but it seems rough, because on our team, when people start getting like that, like, we all kind of rally to keep a cool head. But this guy, he gets mad at everybody, and that doesn't help. You know what I mean? I mean, I understand you're frustrated, but it just doesn't help to get pissed at your teammates and yell at them and whatever.
I was trying to calm down the dugout. He was, just like you said, a little poor sportsmanship, and then
yelling at the umpire,
yelling at his teammates, which is, one thing is yelling at the umpire, but yeah, anytime there's an error or something, it was just bad.
And he walked a few people too. I mean, later in the game.
Well, let me tell you something. This is the other thing. They held us. They started catching up until I think like the 6th inning or something.
It's a 3-run game at that point.
Yeah, because we didn't make many. I think we scored like 4 after the first inning up until the 6th, and there's only 7 innings in this. Up until the 6th, where we might have scored 2 or 3,
something like that,
and then in the 7th inning, Juan was up right before me. This was so good. Juan was up, and George decided
No, that was in the 6th inning. That was in the before this, because in the 7th inning, you guys took him down 1-2-3. 1-2-3.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So
it was in the 6th inning.
So Juan was up, and there was probably one out.
There was a first base was open, runners on second and third. So he walked Juan.
Yeah,
but he walked him in probably the most Bush League way I've ever seen.
Well, you're not supposed. The rule says you're not supposed to do intentional walks, but there's no penalty against it. So he was just like, "I'm going to walk him," and he started throwing the ball on the floor and stuff like that.
No, first he said, "I'm going to walk, let him go, get him go," and the umpire's like, "No, you have to pitch." He's like, "Just let him walk," and he's like, "No, you have to pitch." So he started bowling the ball.
Yeah, it was not.
I mean, first of all.
But wait. So he does this, and he walks Juan, and I'm right behind him, and behind me is a girl. And in our league, there's a rule that says that if you walk the guy right before the girl, which was me, the girl also gets to take her base, because if not, people would walk the guy right before the girl to get to the girl, right? And strike her out. So he starts throwing at me, and it's a combo of factors.
And wait, Rafa, you're going up there with one thing in mind. Let's be straight.
Oh, I'm going for the walk every single time. Let me tell you something.
I was going to say, like, are there no good girls? I was going to say the whole girl thing.
Oh, there are. Their team has amazing. Their team has amazing girls. We would never walk a dude to get to the girl for the champs, because the girls will hit right over the infield and get on base.
Those are our best players.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to say something.
Those are my girls.
Yeah.
But that, he made the calculation that I was gonna definitely go for the hit, which anybody who's seen me play knows that I don't, because I'm just not good at softball. So I need to play a technical game, And so my technical game is, you got to throw me a good pitch. If not, I'm not going to swing at it,
I didn't see the bat come off your shoulder.
Huh? First, the bat never sits on my.
A good pitch.
That never sits on my shoulder. But he had a combo of things. He had walked Juan and gotten Dennis pissed. Okay.
Right.
So
the umpire.
Yeah. And so there I am, like, looking to draw my walk like I do. I do it every time, and I don't feel bad about it. People tell me that I'm like, now I know that apparently it's not like you're not supposed to do that. I don't know, like, or it's not like manly or something like that.
No, but when you got walked, you're probably like, yes, I got another one.
Oh yeah, that's why they put me in the lineup where I'm in the lineup
with a girl behind him. So Rafa walks and bases loaded. And that's 2 runs.
I'm really good. I do this thing where I stand off the plate, but then I crowd it right when he's about to pitch, and so it gets thrown off, like on the perspective and stuff like that. So it's a real technical game, especially when this is the other thing. They come in from the outfield when I'm going to go bat, because they know I can't hit hard. So it's like, okay, well, I'll play to my strengths. Anyway, he walks me, man, and then that's 1 run in, and then. I don't know what happened, but so I get on base onto second base. The girl, Alexa, who's behind me, gets onto first base. Alexa, who's behind me, gets onto first base. And then the next guy who's up, I think it was Matt or Gannon, gets walked
with
also.
a girl behind.
Yeah, with a girl behind. Yeah. And that's 2 more runs, and it was like, boom. It was like a death
that was the end of the game.
That was the end of the game. So then in the 7th inning, they came out, and they shut him down.
Yeah.
First of all, like, calling yourself the champs, isn't that like an ultimate jinx?
Yeah,
that is.
It was bad. You don't do that.
Yeah, but that's Christian.
Yeah,
that is definitely Christian. He was going for the back-to-back. He wanted it.
And
he was
then
going to put that on the shirt next year.
The best line of the night was when they got that third out and Rat Radio won to advance to the finals. Rafa on the sideline, he's like, "You're gonna have to change that shirt now."
Well, the best part is that I'm walking up to like give the high five after, and George, he's like, he said some off comment like "nice hitting" or something, and I'm like, "Yeah, nice team name." So yeah, that was just bad. Well, only after he told me, like, yeah, when you walked the guy before me,
at the end, I can tell you that a lot of people on that team walked up to me, and they're like, man, I'm going to start another team.
They should.
Because everybody else, it seems like there's a couple bad apples on that team that don't let it flourish.
2 challenging guys on the team, but,
Yeah, I'm late to the party on what's going on in the league as far as maybe the attitude towards that team, but I mean, it was a fun team to play, and the girls that you recruited for that team are unbelievable, and they're
unbelievable.
They're incredible.
Thank you.
Then Christian and George were kind of like a little side comedy show,
right?
But we were winning all the time, so it was more fun. And then what happened last night was when you guys jumped on us in the beginning,
and then it was
instead of being kind of the Evan Costello funny deal, it went south.
It's always going to be an extreme. It's always going to be an extreme. So, well, anyway, so
real quick, we got to the finals against the Key Rats, which is Craig's team, and they're great to play against. They're amazing sportsmanship on that team, and so we kind of held them neck and neck all the way. We went into an overtime inning,
extra innings.
Exactly, and we lost.
It was a great game. It was a fun game to watch. It was, like you said, seesaw battle back and forth.
Yeah.
And it ended up in a tie. And, whenever a game ends in a tie, you think to yourself, man, there's so many ways to count a run for or against. If that guy didn't hold the ball in the outfield and Jose Lopez didn't run around the bases so quick, that's 1 run. If this guy gets a ground ball at first, and he steps on the base, the inning's over and they don't score 3 runs later on. So many ways to count a run. For and against. And so it went to extra innings, and sure enough, it was 2 outs, 2 strikes, tying run on third, winning run on first. Diti gets up. She's a professional hitter, professional player, and she hits a ball to the outfield, and that guy from first base, Nick Stanham, who's a veteran baseball player. Nick Stanham.
Yeah, sure.
He's a 49-year-old guy, He's like one of us, and he was running all the way with 2 strikes. That third strike was just there. I mean, I was filming it. Remember, it just bounced off the back of the plate, just barely a ball. The next ball, DT hits it. Nick Stanham comes around all the way. The run from third scores, ties it up. Nick Stanham comes around from first. Play at the plate. A nice throw, tough throw. Takes a hop. Gannon makes a great play trying to get that scoop hop. And they kind of collide. It wasn't a bad collision. It wasn't an interference type of situation. It wasn't like the guy took Gannon out.
Yeah.
Nick Stanham could have trucked Gannon right there. You know, he didn't because you're right. Good sportsmanship. And the game was over. And unfortunately, Rat Radio was, right there. And
right there, but honestly, I even told him after the game, it's a pleasure to play against those guys.
Yeah, well, how come you don't tell me that when we win the scavenger hunt or when we win the corn toss or when we win softball last year? Come on, all you tell me.
Because let me tell you something. Like, I get out. Okay, so first of all, I don't only do balls. I had 2 hits, and so I was running to second base after I got a single. I was running to second base, and I got tagged. Somebody tagged the base, and I was out. And as I'm walking away, 2 of the guys on the team, I forget this guy's name.
On the Key Rats?
Yeah, are like, man, good effort and all this stuff. And it's really nice that it's just great sportsmanship, and they're really good good team to play against, you know. So losing to them is kind of like, it's hard, but it still doesn't feel like some kind. If we would have lost to the champs, it would have been a different story.
Right. You had a career game against us.
Yeah.
You had a career
I had some good hits. I had some good walks. It was great.
Question: did the champs stay to watch you guys play?
Will did.
The Key Rats.
Yeah, the whole team stayed.
Yeah. Okay,
the whole
good.
team stayed.
Because I feel like they wouldn't have, or George, the pitcher, or whatever, left.
The guys calmed down. They watched the game. So it was all good.
Okay, good.
I told Rafa during the game I was going to throw a bottle of champagne on him. We had champagne. I was waiting for him to win. So
hang on, I just got a text from DDB.
He's listening.
He must be listening because it was at 7:05, and his comment is,
Danny.
"I'm pretty sure my throw to home got to home on a rope." In other words, it didn't bounce in there. But it doesn't matter because the run scored on my error, and there's a great example of self-deprecating.
Yeah. It was rough.
And by the way, Danny, I just sent you a video of that last play with the ball bouncing in home, so you got that now.
Danny, we love you because
great game,
you
Danny.
text me when we have the show and no one else does.
He's saying thank you. He loves you guys too. All right.
I remember when I gave him a ball from the Marlins game.
When you gave Danny a ball?
Yeah.
That's right. I'm sure Danny remembers that too from the inaugural season. Danny's as good as it gets, man. Yeah, thank you for the ball, Monty.
Seats at the Marlins Stadium. It's awesome.
I didn't know I was going to have to come out here and relive the loss tonight.
Yeah. I didn't mention that, Willie? All right. Well, hey, great job. Great season, Rat Radio. Super work. Another beer for Willie. And
water.
Next season, man. We'll do it again. We got 7:07 here on Wednesday, March 2nd. This is a Rat Radio show. And if you're listening live, well, somebody's listening live. We're going to call it the Danny's Listening Show. I think that's the title of this show. It's the Danny's Listening Show. If you're not, tune into our podcast. Certainly, every week, ratradio.net. Jump in there. Let's share it up and listen up to that. So, let's move on. Talk of the town. I don't know if you remember Saturday morning. I was on a walk. Doing one of my sunrise walks on the beach, and my phone. All of a sudden, I felt this like, zzz, wah 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 wah, like this crazy vibration, texting, an Amber Alert on my phone. And I was with somebody, and their phone blew up too. Did you guys get that?
Yeah, I definitely got that.
Also, but I was sleeping, and it bothered me. And then later, the people I met at the event, we all discussed the Amber Alert. Fun fact.
Well, and the reason I'm mentioning it is because some of the comments that I saw on either Facebook or on different threads that I'm on was just people kind of complaining about it. You know, it's like, man, come on, what is that? That was so loud at 7:30 in the morning.
Like
really?
I just did?
No, not as. A little worse than you.
Well,
I mean,
okay,
I
was just making fun of it.
definitely glad the service exists, but it definitely taught me how to turn off Amber Alerts on my phone, especially since I think I got two.
There was one later on.
There was, yeah, right?
Because there was definitely
I think it's a great thing, Manny.
I think it's
There
a great
was,
thing
like-
that it
Good thing,
exists.
man. Come on.
Matt, do you know what the Amber Alert is?
Yeah, there was like 3 this month, maybe. I mean, I remember coming home from the doctor and I see on this big sign like Amber Alert, green Honda or whatever.
On the street, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
It's a good way to get the word out.
it's not a bad thing at all. I mean, if you're a parent,
Yeah.
your kid's gone,
Yeah.
you're thinking, I want everybody to know that my
That's a great
kid's
thing.
gone.
You know what I would say? I didn't. Okay, so I guess the people who can fix this aren't listening, but I didn't even read it. I was so thrown off by the thing, it spooked me, and I was like, my phone shouldn't be this loud right here where I am right now. That it would make much more sense to be like some kind of notification that doesn't go away off your phone until you like swipe it away or something like that, so that it just sits there on the front of your phone until a certain time, but without so much buzzing, so that I would have read it. It started like beeping, all this thing louder than an alarm. I was like, what the hell's going on? And I just turned it off immediately. Imagine you're in a meeting
I
or
didn't
something,
read it
you know?
either, but
I mean, if
I
the
think
speakers can go that loud, I mean, this should be for your music too. I mean, like I'm here on my phone trying to listen to music, and I'm like, what is this? It doesn't even go loud. I can't hear it. And then the Amber Alert goes off, and it's that loud. I'm like,
Yeah.
what do I need to do to make my phone that loud?
Yeah.
right? If it exists, right?
I even get up in the morning for my alert. I mean, what can I do to make my phone that loud?
That's the question. That's the
Not how do I turn
So-
my Amber Alert
So wait,
off.
do you have
Or
any
what's
details
importance
on
of
the
Amber
alert?
Well, the only detail I know was that because Rafa, I admit that I didn't actually read it either. I did see Amber
Manny.
Alert.
And Manny's like, it's great.
But because I was on the beach at sunrise, and I was like, she's not out here.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's the thing. You don't have to read it. I mean, if you're in bed, you're clearly not on the highway or whatever. Like, it doesn't.
Right.
But if I am on the highway, I'll tell you something. I read them. Or if they have it on those, on I-95, I look at it. I pay
Smart
attention.
signs.
Yeah, I saw it on US 1 right there.
I'm just saying a regular notification beep, like an incoming message, and then it hangs on your phone there for you to see it, would probably work better than.
You know what also might
get this off,
You know what might also be effective is some kind of a visual. Who was she last seen with? What kind of car? You saying a green Honda, whatever? Show me the car. So
Yeah.
those kinds of things, they could put them up either through your device or on the highway. But at the end, they did find the girl in Orlando.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
find
that's
her.
Why
good
is
that
it
you followed
always-
up.
Who
Why
did
is
they
it
get the
always a
guy?
green Honda?
I think so. It was a woman.
Civic.
It's always a green Honda.
Well,
Always.
everybody has there's a lot of Hondas
Yeah,
out
you're
there.
No, I think I
One time it was a
got
white
an Amber
Bronco.
Alert like a week before. So this weekend I wasn't here, which is interesting that I didn't get one. So I don't know how the technology works, but
Right,
I figured-
location device.
Yeah,
I
it's
figured
uh,
related to 305 or
no, to the
just
cell
with
tower,
towers? Yeah.
the tower you're connected to.
Big Brother's always watching.
Oh,
Yeah, they knew exactly where I was.
Interesting. All right. Well, we also have some talk of the town on Key Ride. Key Ride yesterday was set to debut their new app.
Oh,
what?
Yep. It hasn't come out yet. So we have a call.
Got excited.
The app was supposed to be out. Mackie, I'm pinging Mackie all the time to see when it's coming out, but it's not out yet. And then we also have some news on the once the app comes out, Matthew, you'll be happy to hear that they're bringing the age down again so that that kids can also access Key Ride. Before it was like anyone under 17 couldn't do it.
Yeah, I mean, that really made me pretty angry. I mean, everybody over 17
Oh, go ahead, Mackie.
they can drive already or like want to drive. I mean, like they have the ability to. So if you're going to make something a free service for the town, I mean, it should be for the people who actually need it the most.
Like anyone who can't
Right
drive.
on.
Everyone who can drive. I mean, everybody from maybe, let's say, there's 14-year-olds doing golf carts already. I mean, it should be everyone be from like 10 and up or 12 and up. I mean, it's not cool that everybody has to be 17
So
or
Matthew,
up.
you and your buddies were using Key Ride,
Yeah, we
using
were.
it regularly.
I was using it.
Put him right on.
All right, hey, Mackie, how you doing, man? You're live on the air, and
I heard what he was saying. He's allowed to ride, though. There's no age restriction.
Before was there an age restriction before the app came out?
Before, yeah, we weren't allowed to until I think it was an insurance issue.
That's what he was referring to, Mackie.
Oh, cool, yeah.
So, hey, thanks for calling in. Are you listening right now?
No, I'm actually walking my dog right now.
All right, so
I saw you asked about the app, so I was gonna call you right now.
yeah, I appreciate you calling in. We were actually just talking about it.
I guess something happened and taking a couple of days. I didn't get to update the app.
Perfect timing.
Perfect timing, Mackie.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Perfect timing, Mackie, because we were just introducing the topic, so we thought that the other name of the show could be we thought Mackie was listening, but he's not. So.
Oh man, I would be, but.
So when are you expecting the app, Mackie?
I would say I talked to Michelle today. He said within the week.
All right.
So hopefully within the next couple of days.
Great, and I would imagine
not any more than a week though.
I would imagine that as soon as that's available.
I saw it today. He downloaded on one of our phones, and we got to go through and check it out. It looks pretty sweet.
All right, cool. Will, you got a question?
Get some more drivers because the tennis tournament's coming up.
Yeah,
they're going to be busy.
You hear that? That's Will Earl on the panel tonight. He's suggesting you start ramping up with some drivers with the tennis tournament coming up. You guys are going to be busy.
That's the plan. I think somebody talked to me about starting to run 2 carts at a time because it's been pretty busy as it is. And with the app, it's only going to get a little more than what we've had. So.
Hey, Mac, let me ask you this: with sort of with the Uber concept in mind, what if people wanted to moonlight as key ride drivers?
I'm not sure what the deal is. I know a couple of people have talked to the show about getting jobs, but I don't know why he hasn't hired anybody yet because we really need another employee here.
All right. Well, hey, Mackie, thanks for calling in, man. We appreciate it, and we want to have once that's up and running, we want to have you out here on the show.
Am I on the air right now?
Yeah, you're on the air right now, brother.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
All right.
What's up, Mackie?
Oh, sweet.
All right, Mackie, take care, man. Hey, listen.
All right, Manny, see you later.
Hey, opening days on Saturday. We'll see you on the Village Green at 9:30.
Sounds good. I'll be there.
See you, buddy.
Coach Mackie.
He didn't even know he was on the air. Imagine he came on and he was like cussing all this stuff.
Nah, Mackie's
he's
a
like
good guy.
coming and he comes in and you were like, "You're on the air," and he's like, "Oh, really?"
How's that for timing, though?
Yeah, that was perfect.
Just mentioned
That
it.
was
So can I just say
crazy.
that what Mati said was the most poignant thing, which is the people who have to, if the people who want to ride it or the people who want to ride it, they're the people who should ride it. Basically, it's like if they're the ones who need it, they're the ones who should.
For sure.
If kids are calling in, then that's who gets to ride.
Well, apparently that's going to be the case
Yeah.
now. So that's good news. And what it was, Rafa, as Mackie mentioned, I don't know if you heard it, but it was like an insurance issue.
Makes sense.
So they've changed their insurance plan or whatever it is, their coverage. So now
Cool.
Matthew will be able to ride. And all right, I wouldn't even mention that Matthew had Mackie's number anyway, so he would call him.
Oh, one thing I want to say. I won't.
I don't know how they did it. Like, I mean, I thought they had one phone because, like, you would call in before they had the app. I think you still call in, and it would all go to like one phone. The person who was doing it right there.
Google Voice.
Yeah,
Look that up if you need a phone number that redirects stuff. It's free.
Mackie said that when you would call, he would see you on his caller ID. Alrighty,
Cool.
Let's move on. So another talk of the town. I don't know if anyone's been out to the Village Brown lately, formerly known as the Village Green. Matthew, you been out there?
Yeah, I've been. I mean, it's horrible. Like what they did. I mean, they spent all that money and then it just like it looked great for a couple weeks and then just like started looking brown. I mean,
brown.
I made the comment. I said, why do they call it the Village Green? They should be calling it the Village Brown.
Well, apparently the village isn't happy with the services rendered, and they've approached the contractor and said, hey, listen, you're going to either be accountable for this and fix it, or we're going to go to litigation.
Damn.
And so that's where they're at right now. The contractor has agreed to do the right thing, to fix it. I don't know how they're going to do it. It's really a disaster, Will. I don't know if you've been out there.
No, we were out there right in the beginning because football season was on, and they were holding us off the field until their analyst said it was okay to start playing.
Right.
Right away from the first, I'd say, couple weeks, they did a nice job with a turtle back on it to try to help out with the water flow, but it was uneven. So I just say that they got something wrong in the grading.
Apparently, part of the challenge was that they did such a good job at the drainage, and with too much sand that it actually absorbs the water without the water being able to provide the nutrients that it needed. So.
And there's something about sprinkler placement too, right?
Sprinkler placement
was off or something. I thought I read that. I don't know.
It wasn't holding water. It wasn't holding water, so water was running off, and sand must have just been going right through the sand. I'm not an expert on that, so I'll let them figure it out.
I heard that they put too much sand on it, and that as the water absorbent.
That's what we just said when you were out using the restroom there a second ago.
So the idea is that they can fix it, then?
The idea is that they can fix it, and that they will fix it. So.
Well, they have to rip out all the grass.
Good question.
And restart.
That took a long time.
Yeah, it did.
And now right in the middle of soccer and all that, field hockey.
Little League baseball, the T-ballers play out there. So.
Well, hopefully it finally gets resolved because I don't think it's a problem that can't be fixed. So hopefully they have figured out what the actual problem is, and they will fix it. And it's not just that the field will never be green.
Right.
We need some more fields.
Yeah, well, there's no question about that. Or
figure that one out.
I mean, last time they just filled it up with sand. Like when I was playing football last year, we were playing and it was just like we were playing on the beach. I mean, we would get home, take off our shoes, and it'd be just like we went to the beach.
Yeah, because there were so many holes in the field that they would fix the holes by filling them with sand.
Damn.
And they had nothing else they could do.
This was one of the issues we spoke about, I think, when we brought back the show in September. So the fact that we're, coming back around to it in March.
Right.
And now there's this issue.
Right.
Yeah.
So, we definitely need more fields, and we also need more, just as we talked about, we need more green space to alleviate the stress that there is on the village green. So.
That's a good problem. We get a lot of kids being active outside, so let's let them be active.
Yeah. Another talk of the town, we have a new vice mayor, Rafa.
Oh, this is funny.
It's not Rafa. Oh.
Elected to vice mayor is Ed London, Councilman London. There was a couple nominations, and Rafa, what do you know about that?
Well, the vice mayorship is kind of a ceremonial position, okay? I think a year ago or something, or maybe it was longer than that. Well, anyway, they got in a fight about who was going to be vice mayor, which is, since it's ceremonial, it's like it was unprecedented. They would fight about it, But anyway, they nominated, the first nominee was Theo, and nobody.
Myra nominated Theo.
Yeah, and nobody voted for him. And then
that's not it.
Oh, sorry, Myra voted for him,
and Theo
voted for himself,
right.
And it didn't pass. And then they nominated Ed, and then he got it. Now it makes you wonder because they probably decided not to vote for Theo because of seniority. Mm-hmm. It was just they both got elected at the same time, and Ed's older, so he gets it, right? So that makes you wonder, why did Myra nominate Theo instead of Ed, knowing that, but when Ed did get nominated, they all did vote for him. So it was kind of like maybe there was some kind of tiff there, and then it was just like, okay, let's go back to business here.
It was all
everybody
cool at
in.
the end.
Yeah, exactly.
Ed even made a comment of, well, if it was going to be a runoff and it required us to stand out there on the corner with a sign, you weren't going to see me out there.
Yeah. Theo gets no respect out there. He's Rodney Dangerfield on the council.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rodney It's like,
He gets no respect. No, he gets respect, but it seems rough for him out there.
Well,
He sounds like an old council guy I knew. They called him 6-1. It was always 6-1 against him.
But he did do the thing of the
standing out there.
of the YouTube. He got the council meetings on YouTube, and he got them to upgrade the TV thing
Oh,
finally.
he's the one who got that?
He was a big proponent of that. He was talking about that for a long time. Anybody who watches the council meetings, it's a lot
Was
easier
he
to watch
the-
them now.
Is he the youngest council member
Yeah.
I think so.
ever?
Ever? I don't know. But he...
I would say
He's
probably.
got to be.
Yeah, he's got to be.
Yeah, he's probably...
Was Scott Bass ever a council member? Or
He
not?
was, but he was older than Theo.
The
Scott
dynamic-
Bass was in his 40s.
Yeah.
Of it are difficult. It's just not just that he's young. It's that he came in. He's probably the
Newest.
least living person
Yeah,
who
yeah.
hasn't lived on the key the longest of any council member, maybe too.
Well, kudos for Theo to
Yeah.
to jumping in there early and wanting to be involved and
I
really
keep-
digging into his community.
I keep telling him that if he really wants to make a mark on this community, that what he should do is get some cold water fountains on the village green. Everybody will thank him for
Oh
that.
my god, those are horrible. Jeez, like I would walk off of football practice and I would go to drink water, and it'd be like
Warm.
some warm water.
No pressure.
No pressure. Like you have to put your mouth right there, like so you don't,
Yeah.
so it doesn't
It's
maybe
horrible.
half a millimeter away from it. just like hoping that you don't rub against it. just praying, being like, please don't let my lip touch. Don't let my
Yeah.
lip touch the water fountain. And you have to get really close, and then right when you do all that effort, some warm water comes into your mouth.
I've told him it would be such a tangible benefit to the island, and it seems so easy. Like, hey, can we just get some cold water fountains out here? He says he's going to push for it at some point. I don't know.
I think I read something about someone else looking to run for mayor too. Did you see that? Yeah, it was deep in one of the articles, but because the election's coming up now, right?
Ew.
So
Oh,
I
who?
wonder who that might. No, it didn't mention who it is.
Oh, it didn't mention
No, it didn't mention who it is, and
Or you're
so.
trying to plug something.
Oh, man, I
so
wish we knew
Rafa, get in on
somebody,
that. Get in on that.
What, try to find out?
Try to find out.
Yeah.
That's fun. We can find out. We
Well, I
should
think
do it.
the vice mayor isn't always just ceremonial, because if the mayor's absent, I'd imagine the vice
Yeah.
acts
Yeah.
as mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not very often that the mayor is absent,
And
So
what's the difference between the mayor, just how the meeting is run?
Yeah.
Just to vote.
Yeah.
But the sunshine laws wouldn't let them talk to each other, so Myra didn't know.
Yeah. Oh,
May
yeah.
not have known
Yeah,
what
maybe
the positions
maybe
were.
that's what it was. I could go off on the sunshine laws for an hour, so go to the next thing.
Well, we have another talk of the town. It's right here, hits close to home. Rat Radio has significantly expanded their playlist.
Oh, I'm so happy I did this. It took me like 6 hours.
What'd you do, Rafa?
Making playlists is very difficult. Not only do you have to think about flow not only do you have to find songs and things that will kind of appeal to the listenership, but then you got to think about flow and how other people think about the music and things like that. And so it took me about 6 hours, and I've made completely new, a lot of the same artists, but very few repeat songs, maybe 5 or 6 out of 200.
You added 200 songs?
And I'm taking away all the songs that existed before, because anybody who listens to the radio knows that they listen to the same songs a little too often. It's been since in November.
How many songs was it before?
Like 200 something.
Okay. So you have a brand new wave of 200 songs.
Yeah, exactly.
Similar bands, different songs.
Yeah, exactly. Similar bands, because I referenced the old list, and then so It took me a lot of effort, and it's hard to appreciate, but I'm just glad that I finally did it.
And what
We
is
appreciate it.
what are the hours on the air now for Rat Radio? Because I know we're starting to get into the daylight times.
Okay, so I think it runs from 8 to midnight now.
Beautiful.
So yeah, it's that's really nice.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, and
24 hours.
Where does it expand to? Like till?
How far does it go? I went to Brickell today and I heard it all the way.
Where?
It depends. It really depends.
So Willie, while we're out here jumping tarpon this spring,
But you'll get it to the toll.
we'll be tuned in.
101.1?
101.1.
101.1. 111.
Rat Radio. Rat Radio. Did you hear me singing Rat Radio at the game the other
Yeah,
day?
of course. You're singing a little jingle.
Yeah. And by the way, the biggest compliment, I didn't mention it during softball, was during the game, and I said, yeah, that's my old team out there when the champs were playing Rat Radio. And you know what they said to me? They're like, which one? I was like, yeah, man. All right. Could have been either one, right?
So mercenaries, man. Don't
We
worry,
need
I have
some
a
new
picture.
hats.
I have a
Yeah.
picture of you guys.
All right. In other talk of the town, at 7:28, just kind of coming up here to the end of the show. There's no end of the show really until we want it to be over. Is the Stefano's Lounge? Stefano's Lounge. Anna was at Stefano's Lounge this week, and I guess, did you get a tour inside or?
No, I wish I did. But I went to get some champagne with my mother, and I started asking the guy all these questions, and my mom was looking at me like I was
Which
crazy.
guy? The guy behind the counter or the owner?
A guy behind the counter, kind of short, with a funny hairdo, combed a little bit to the front.
Okay.
Whatever. He's been there forever. But my mom kept staring at me like, stop being so rude. Because I kept prying. And once we stepped outside, I was like, Mom, it's for the radio. Oh, duh.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah. But, yeah.
So they have
But the prying was good because he even he whipped out his phone and showed me pictures of the mock-up of what it's going to look like. He said that the plumbing is just about done. They expect to open by the end of the month, which he looked super skeptical about that. I don't see that happening. But they don't even have the floors in. But when he showed it to me, I almost wanted him to text me the picture so I could send it to you guys, but then I felt like I was
Did you ask him
overstepping my
for it? You
boundaries.
should have asked him for it.
No, I didn't want to do that. I just felt like it was wrong. But I'll tell you something. I want to change it up before they even start construction. It's not going to be to our liking, I'll tell you that.
No.
100%. Somewhat tall, velvety red booths, semicircle booths.
Booths, though.
Booths
I-
on the double sides on either side.
It's a
With the
lounge.
bars. I know.
I like that. That's kind of feels
Yeah,
like
I
old,
like that,
West
but-
LA kind
Little
of.
intimate
But in that
moments.
mall, do you like that? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Well.
I
Okay.
don't know. They are going to have an opening to Stefano's. I completely forgot to ask if you could buy the bottle and open there for a quick.
Inside of Stefano's liquor store, there's going to be an opening into the lounge.
He said there will be two, but then one of the openings will be for staff in the back, and then one will be for people to be able to walk to and fro.
You can buy. My understanding is you can buy. You walk over Stefano's, buy your supplies, and then go into the lounge.
That's beautiful.
Good. Then I'll take the red velvet boots.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Like I want my regular booth. You know, that's like.
I should have asked about their playlist.
Oh.
Should have asked about what kind of music they're going to play, because if it's anything like that day that I walked in there.
You know what would be fun
Turn off.
is to have a time where they're playing Rat Radio in there.
Well, what I was going to say is that maybe we could host a night, almost. You
At
know what
the
I mean?
lounge,
Yeah, at
yeah.
the lounge. You know? Like a
Could we do that?
Wednesday night. And
do
be
we-
like, it's Rat Radio night. And we don't play the music. We play music that we like. Maybe not exactly the radio playlist, because if you play the radio, maybe a song pops up that doesn't vibe with
How would that
Wednesday
work?
night. We talk to the guy and be like, hey, look, let me throw this night. And I will get you a certain amount of people in here.
For sure.
Why don't you just let me host
But you
a
can
night?
play the music from there?
Yeah, we make a playlist on Spotify or whatever,
Okay,
you know.
okay.
And
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's not the radio,
I got
because
you,
you don't
okay.
want to play the radio, because the radio plays from here and you don't have any control over it. But
Right.
you play a similar vibe,
Right.
and maybe you even play an ID every once in a while, so people think it's the radio.
Let's put a concept together, and I'll talk to Eduardo.
That
Eduardo
would-
Tarajano.
It
You
might
know
not be
Eduardo.
it might not be the worst idea, or you do it once a month so that it gets a little,
Oh,
you know.
I asked about food. I'm like, oh, are you guys going to have your own food? And he said, no, but they're going to have the menus for all the places around there. Which, if we think about it, Toto Pizza and Pasta, that's great.
Ceviche, Pablo Raya's ceviche
Pablo's place, that's great. So that's pretty good. Aisha?
That's what that's what Jada Coles does. They're like, hey, you guys have any food? They pull out a stack of menus this big, and they're like, just order any of these.
So they're going to do a little
bring
collaboration with the restaurants around there. You know what I didn't ask? I forgot, and it's kind of really important, is the bathroom situation, because that would suck if you have to go upstairs.
Oh,
of course. Of course you do.
Oh.
I know, but that's horrible.
Why would you have to? What? Maybe they put a bathroom in there. No
Pablo
way,
put a bathroom, and it's awesome.
Oh,
yeah.
he did?
Pablo has a bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he does.
There's got to be a bathroom.
Yeah.
They just have
I
that.
hope so, man, because going upstairs and getting the key,
It's not
you're
going to
ruining
work
the
for
vibe.
us. That doesn't work for us.
No, it doesn't work for us.
Willie,
You're
you'll just go to
drinking-
the parking lot right there. You don't care.
I mean,
They
it
have-
happens.
Back wall, Fernwood.
Back wall, Fernwood. That's it.
They have that bathroom just so they can have more space in each place.
Right? I
It
know.
just like depends on the menu, you know?
Ooh.
on the liquid intake. But yeah, so that's the update on that. Hopefully, it will be the end of the month. That'd be so cool if by the end of March
I'm going to follow up
we're
on that.
jamming at this place
Yeah, that'd be cool.
in the Velvet Red booths.
And it would be nice if the if the Rat Radio and Calusa Club kind of family would at least give it a chance. You know.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm so down to give it a chance.
Yeah.
I want it.
And they're
going
going to have to do some kind of a happy hour to keep up with your 900 and your Keyhole, who have those happy hours, which are nice.
Yeah.
2 for 1. I mean, that's a nice
Listen,
happy hour.
the happy hour came back at the Ocean Club bar, and that's what's up. Okay,
there you go.
Changed management again. This one guy took it away, but now it's back, and I love it there.
Sorry, don't you have to be a member to go to
Yeah,
the
you have
Club?
to live there.
Listen, my parents are there, and you guys can come with me whenever you want.
Thank you, Anna.
Rafa knows all too well that we
Yeah.
can get drunk at the bar. David, the best bartender.
That sounds good, except I don't know
Great
if
bartender.
Griff's truck will fit in the valet section. Let's go to our. We have a new closing section today. It's just be real tight. Key Biscayne Calendar. Some interesting activities coming up. A little bit of something for everybody. On Thursday, tomorrow night, there's the Biscayne Brewing Tap Takeover at the Wet Lab. We know that the Rat Radio family we're big fans of the Wet Lab. They're going to have it looked like a fun event. I mean, it's posted on Facebook. They show a drone shot of the deck, packed, brewing, different beers, different beer tasting.
You know if there's music?
I'm not sure if there's music, but I would imagine there would have to be some kind of music. That would be smart. That's at 5:00 tomorrow at the Wet Lab. Also tomorrow at the Beach House on over there in the Garden District. The Beach House and Puntino are doing a joint Chamber of Commerce network event. That's going to be at 5:30. Have you ever been to these Chamber of Commerce events, the networking events?
Yeah.
They're nice. All your neighbors are there, and they're going to have the Puntino truck there, as well as they're going to be doing tours of the Beach House, and those apartments look pretty cool. Matt, you know where those are? Right across the street from Mama's house.
Where? The new.
Yeah, the new
the
building.
new building.
Yeah.
There's gonna be Puntino truck.
Yeah, there
I
you
have a
go.
question about
What
the
day?
Tomorrow at 5:30. So there we go. We got somebody
Oh,
buying
right
in.
after school. Nice.
I have a question about the Puntino truck. I was driving in Harbor the other day, and I saw it parked right behind St. Agnes Presbyterian parking lot, whatever. Is it permanent? Like, they sell out of there or no? Because they didn't let Marcelo sell out of there.
Where at the Presbyt?
Yeah.
They probably worked
At the
out a deal.
bleachers.
No, I've never seen it not
I
there.
saw
But
the
it,
Puntino?
yeah, it's always there,
So what?
and it's not open. So
It's not open. That's just where they keep
it must be
Yeah, so they
catered, and
Okay,
it goes
cool.
somewhere else. Because I haven't seen them selling out of there.
Okay, cool. Because they kicked my beloved Marcelo Ceviche out of there a
Oh,
couple years
that-
back.
That's
Yeah.
the best.
It is the best.
I had it on
And they
Sunday.
kicked him out of there, like, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. So I just wonder.
On Saturday, this coming Saturday, it's the Little League opening day, 10 o'clock at the Village Green. We meet there. All the teams meet there, and we have the fire trucks show up, and Billy the Marlin usually comes, and we do a parade. We walk from the Village Green fountain area west on Heather, take a left on Glen Ridge, and parade all the way down to the community school, where we all meet at the community school on the field there, and we have our ceremony. The mayor speaks. We have the first pitch. There's a banner contest. We introduce the team, so every kid runs in and crosses home plate.
That's awesome.
It's a really nice event.
That's
really nice
great.
community event.
It's really
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, so come on out, Rafa, if you want to come out and take some pictures. That's Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning, meeting at the Village Green.
Dad, who's
Okay.
throwing the first pitch?
That's
We'll
kinda
find
rough.
out. We'll find out who that
Rafa
is.
makes a face.
Go Wahoos, go Dragons.
Yeah, we got the Blue Wahoos and the Dragons.
So we're the
Give me a little,
Dragons.
That's
give me a
Willie's
little video
Coach
of that.
team.
I want to see everybody walking through the street because
That's
100%. I'll get you the video of that. I always come through on those videos for you.
Yeah, you do.
Also on Saturday, Anna, I hope that you can make it as well as the rest of the folks. A local artist, Monica Campana, will be showing her art and zen exhibit at the Artisan restaurant. Artisan at 7 o'clock. Saturday night. It's going to be a lovely event. Good people.
I'm down.
Monica is tremendous. She does artwork using a metal, not canvas, but what do you call it? Her medium is metal. She'll
It's
do-
like an etching. It's like
Like
a
an
card.
etching.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
I saw on the pictures, and it
Yeah.
looks really beautiful.
So there are these intricate designs that have these hidden messages in them
Cool.
and inspirational messages.
I
So
like that.
Monica's tremendous. She's a very talented artist, and she's also a parent on our Wahoo baseball team.
Oh, nice.
Coaching. So
The
Wait.
artisan, the artists that they showcase there, are they all from the Key or no?
that's a great question. It's going to be actually my first time going there for any artist exhibit. I didn't know that.
I mean, I always notice that their artwork's for sale. They change it up like it's a seasonal thing, but I don't know where the artists are from, and we should find out.
Well, in
We'll
this
find out
case,
next
it is a
time.
Key Biscayne resident,
That's awesome.
Monica Campana.
Support. For
did
sure.
you find out about the wine or any of that stuff?
I did not find out yet, but I will. I asked. I said it was. My 20 and 30 something friends were asking if there was if there was free drinks there.
I mean, I told them.
You know what,
that,
Rafa? I'll bring a bottle of wine. I'll leave it in my golf
I
cart.
told them that all the good
Right.
galleries have a free cocktail when you go to the opening.
all the galleries, not
Yeah.
all the good galleries.
Yeah.
Every gallery.
I would imagine that that's the case.
Yeah.
But
I
we'll
like
see.
when they play music because it's these young people playing music,
Yeah.
and I think they're freaking awesome.
Yeah.
They're awesome. They're under 18 for sure, and they're playing jazz or bossa nova, whatever they're playing on Thursday nights, and they're awesome.
Thursday night. I've been there. I've seen the
Drummer.
music on the weekend
They're so
on
cool.
Sunday mornings.
Are you talking about the kids that are over there out of Centertone?
Are they
Is
from
that who-
Centertown?
Yeah, Center-
That's even cooler.
Centertone is obviously over there
Key
in
Biscayne
Las
Music
Esplanade,
School.
and
Yeah.
That's even
They
cooler.
got a bunch of kids that come over there and play, and Artisan
So
opens
cool.
it up, and they play there on
They tear it
Select
up.
Thursday
nights. I don't know
night-
which
think
nights,
it's
but they
like
play.
Thursday nights. Or...
I don't know anything about that. So Key Biscayne Calendar. It's a new
Segment.
segment. We can keep doing this because there's always stuff going on.
Yes.
Yep.
Always.
All right.
Hell yes.
And then just to kind of wrap it up, if there's any updates from the Calusa Club, any Calusa Club events coming up, things that you guys are thinking about, we'd love to hear about those in the calendar, either tonight or going forward.
Oh, the frisbee tournament's coming
The
up.
Frisbee tournament.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
exciting.
Okay.
And I am totally unprepared, and I don't know the date. But
Brandon gave us
look up the Calusa Club on Facebook, and if you are wanting to participate in a frisbee tournament, you don't need to be on any team. You will get drafted into the.
If you get drafted.
No, you will get drafted if you're in.
Yeah. Okay.
And you get a T-shirt, and you get a frisbee, and
$40.
you
Wait.
get the whole thing.
What ages?
Can we get a T-shirt for the scavenger hunt still, or we definitely want to get that.
Oh,
Team Smoke
Yeah,
Trail.
we can work something out.
We'll buy it.
Work
We'll
something
buy it.
out.
Oh, you know. No, the T-shirt isn't a Calusa Club T-shirt. It's a team T-shirt when you sign up for the frisbee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I got
it's
you.
now included, the
All right.
team
And the
T-shirt.
frisbee is the pro frisbee.
Yeah.
Brandon was telling you.
The goal flick.
The Discraft. We switched to Discraft. It's going to be a nice foil on the Discraft disc.
Nice.
So, look it up.
Who selected the Islander photo for the scavenger?
Hey, there was two of them, okay? Well, there was two of them, and you were doing the same thing in both of them.
So it wouldn't have.
Instant classic.
It really was.
Will Earl giving, in
was
case
so
anyone
good.
missed it, was Will Earl giving Court Vernon a wet willy.
Yeah, if you missed this, it was the
With
scavenger.
no finger.
With no finger.
Matthew's pointing out the important part here.
If you missed this week's Islander, and they printed it in color, which makes up for the fact that they
It's 2 months late.
They took a month and a half to print it. But I still love Kelly, so keep
Yeah,
up the good
I
work out
remember
there.
that night I was at Sir Pizza with my friends, and they were all asking for Billy.
No, Barry.
Barry. They're like, can I have a picture with the Barry in the ranch? And they're like, Barry doesn't work here.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we need it. And then they're like, they like wrote Barry on the ranch, and they're like, can we take a picture?
Yeah, they didn't
And
get
they're
points
like,
for that.
no, you can't. You have to buy the ranch. So they ended up just buying a bunch of ranch
Nice.
That's good.
funny.
and getting no points.
Love the spirit.
All right. Anybody else? Anna, you have anything
I
else?
do. I have a text message from Pedro Silva, it's my brother. He said my regards to Rat Radio all the way from London, UK.
All
So,
right.
hi Pedro, you're not listening.
Hey,
because-
Well-
you're not listening because we're not online yet, but on the podcast you'll be listening. So what's up? Thanks for the regards.
No one's
man.
listening except
Well,
for Danny.
Exactly.
Pedro and everybody else who's not listening, be sure to tune into our podcast starting tomorrow, ratradio.net. And on behalf of our panel, Anna, Griff, Rafa, our new guest today, Will, and Mati, thank you very much for joining.
I have one thing to say.
And Rafa has one more thing to say.
Sorry that you got that great sign off, and then
That was amazing.
It was really good. Damn it.
Before you go,
I
thank
just
you,
wanted to
thank you
say-
for having me.
that this guy Harry Gottlieb, who we
Oh.
talked about his letter last
Yeah.
week,
Oh yeah.
he's a total shill for the city of Miami. Second of all, not only that, he tried to get the PR job to do the village's PR and got rejected. And so it's a double whammy that look up this guy. If you listen to last week's show, that's all I'll say. We don't have time to talk about it, but
All right.
that's it.
Well, we'll put Harry Gottlieb on the agenda for next week. We'll kick it off. And on behalf of Rat Radio, Mati, why don't you sign us off out of here, buddy?
This is Rat Radio. No one's listening. Well, thanks for listening, Danny. Even on the No One's Listening show. This is us signing off. All right, have a good night.
All right, everybody.
All
Good
right.
night. TTG,
Good night.
man.
Good night, good night.